Hello everyone, I'm Noikich. If you want to know more about Russia and you understand my English, please welcome to my channel and to my kitchen where Russian people discuss the most important political questions. In the end of this video you will know more mood of the Russian about this situation, and I promise you, you will become calmer, you will not nervous so much. Yeah. Let's begin from very beginning. First, everything what you saw about the situation in your media, mostly on 90% is lying. But the same in Russian media and in Ukraine, no, in Ukrainian media it's 99% of lie. I know that in your media they present how Russian people fight against war, how they want to destroy Putin, how they go to manifestations, etc. But in reality, I explain you, it's not exactly true. I told you already in my previous videos that I feel that in comments of regular people on Facebook, it's not any professional journalist who publish the posts because they have to care about what their European friends will think about them. No, regular people, they just say what they really think. Position of Russian in this topic maybe you don't know. I remind you, it's not Russia who attacked Ukraine. It's Mr. Putin protect Russia and people from Donbass against NATO on territory of Ukraine. And okay, a bit of Russian propaganda that Putin prevent you about that 15 years ago, after that 8 years ago, but NATO was so bold and shifty that decided to bring armor to Ukraine. Russian people don't like that. That is why Putin did this military operation. Okay, this is position of Russian. And people, for you have another position, yes, because for you it was presented like Ukraine want to drop disgusting Putin and Ukraine want to be European country and get all your European valueties. That is why your media support Ukraine, yes, our media support Russia. Let's continue to investigate where is the truth. After that, all these strange sanctions, yes, let's discuss these strange sanctions. First of all, some of organization kind of was closed, like Twitter, Facebook. Today in the morning from Facebook I investigated that Facebook is blocked in Russia, but it's not true. Twitter works too. In the same time, it was very funny when they announced that Twitter will be blocked. I was laughing a lot because this Twitter nobody uses. It's only supporters of Navalny who use Twitter. Regular people in Russia, they don't use Twitter. Facebook works, Instagram works, WhatsApp works, so it's not true. Some of organizations they take their posts. Apple, they stop their sellings, and I was absolutely in time. As you see, I bought a new iPhone with cinema effect. I hope you like it. So I was enough smart. I jump on the wave. I did perfect purchase because I pay less, because price of euro grow up. I had euro, so I changed them, so I pay for iPhone. For last iPhone in Russia I pay less than it's necessary. Learn from me. Don't follow the news, jump on the wave. Apple closed their shops, IKEA closed their shops and their factory. Some cars will not presented in Russia. Reaction of Russian, they're very happy. In fact, guys, I explain you, such a level of patriotism as now I never met. That it's not the same brave patriotism that it was because after crimea it was like very strange feelings of Russian, but now after this refusing of mandatory vaccinations, yes, without all these lockdowns, when we saw on Europe who just stay at home all the time and who just was mandatory vaccinated, everyone, we were so happy that we live in corrupted Russia when you can buy QR code if it's necessary for you, and if it's not necessary, it's okay, you don't do any vaccine. You remember this unity of Russian, and in fact I think nobody regret about refusing of vaccination. It's opposite to what you see in your media, but I'm deep Russian, yes, I live in Russia and I'm not journalist, and I have enough freedom, yes, I don't belong to any newspaper, I talk as I want. So I promise you, how it's presented in your media, it's professional destruction. You all the time you talk with a journalist, with different opposition people, etc. Because European media, they don't talk with deep Russian, yes, they don't respect them. And professionals, they absolutely the same as Europeans. They pronounce the things that the journalist want to hear, because he wanted to be invited to interview again. So think about interests of people when they pronounce something. What is their interests? So what I want to say is that it's opposite to what you read in your newspapers, but I explained to you that now rating of Lukashenko is so high in Slavic world, because all of them, Russian and Ukrainian, they say, oh, if Lukashenko were our president, that would never happen, because look at Belarus, they have good dairy product, good food, because all over the Slavic world they go to Belarusian shops to buy food, if you don't know. So these strange European sanctions, let's discuss them again. So if they consider that majority of Russians is against the war, why they punish these people? So these people who don't support war, they suffer on the same level as they support war. There is no any difference. And after that, this first of all there are these strange sanctions, like who looks not serious and temporary. It's not like permanent sanctions, because a lot of these huge companies, they say that we will close, and they all the time pronounce these numbers 2-3 months, so they know something, I think. How Russian can react if this OncoAlert close their business in Russia? Can you imagine attitude of Russian people to European people, to their valueties, when organization who the organization of doctors who recover, oncology, refuse to work with Russia? Is it European valueties? People, you understand very well that if media call somebody crazy, mad or anything, that means that there is position of this person that that media don't want to present you. That is why they demonize this person like that. You won't even think about reasons why this person behaves that or that. So you are in trap. You can't see another position, because you have to protect Europe, because Ukraine want to accept European values. So you are blind, you can't change your position. In fact, me the same, because now I live in Russia and I have to support Russia, and in some points I'm blind too. I understand you, you understand me, okay? So your questions, you asked me if Belarus will participate to the war. The answer, no, Belarus will never participate to this war, because in Belarus there are no professional army. If you hear that some young people from regular army, young people who sign their contract and they go to the war and they die there, look, people, this is incredible time when we live, when a lot of people try to persuade us in anything. And if these young guys were enough stupid to be persuaded, it's their problem. It's a choice of these people. If they go to the war, if they take the gun, it's their choice. If these people with the guns, with their lives, they want to protect you, your European values, enough full of double morality and phrase, no, you don't understand, this is another. So it's their problem. If I will protect my country with a gun, no, never, because I'm valued for me, not European values. I'm valued for me, and I will think only about me. Sorry. If it will be nuclear war, no, it will not be nuclear war, because future teller told me that I will live until 80. So me, nuclear war will not touch you as you want. You can participate to this war if you want. Now from Ukrainian you can hear that they didn't have the choice. You know how they say I didn't have the choice? They say, as you know, Ukraine is absolutely destroyed. There are no any plants and factories here, so I didn't have the choice. There was only one opportunity how I can earn my money. It's to go to army. Do you think that it's a normal war? And additionally, you understand they got their propaganda, and you see kids in your teenagers in your countries. I know that they already put their uniform to go to Ukraine to protect all Ukrainian kids and women. Yes, you see how propaganda works. Guys, I won't surprise that in many years we will investigate that it was just a fake. that people hear some sounds, etc., some explosions, yes, they found some, I don't know, guns, etc. But I really won't be surprised that the war is fake. What is the problem to change any statistic? Yes, to announce, okay, we lost 500 soldiers. I don't know. You believe that they lose more troops, me, maybe everyone lose zero. For Ukrainians who are suffering during the war, I have impression that it's exactly their government who push them to suffer more. From safe places, they push people to go to sleep in metro, for example. And Russian sent announcement to Ukraine that please take regular people from who live close to military objects. Of course, Ukraine didn't save these people because Ukraine for sure they need some victims, for sure it's necessary. After that in Ukraine they give guns to everyone as they want, and they relieved all criminals. Their jails are empty. Can you imagine what is that in a city? Can you imagine? Now I will have problem with your stupid European propaganda because they close Dojd. No, they didn't close the Dojd. Dojd closed themselves, and I have impression that they close themselves because they can't get money from abroad now. Because yes, now we have some problems to get money abroad, and Dojd, as a foreigner agent, can't take money enough fast. After that, there was a funny story that Echo Moskvy, it's radio Echo Moskvy, it's closed because, yes, now they close in Russia, but it's funny because they close in Europe because they identified as a part of Gazprom media holding, so it's kind of Russian propaganda, so they close in Europe because they're Russian propaganda. And in Russia, they're closed because they present fakes about the war. I'm sorry guys, I don't believe in all that. Let's continue with this not serious sanctions. So as you understand, regular people suffer a lot, but in the same time the richest man Alisher Burhanov and the richest oligarch Deripaska, they don't got any sanctions. Very funny. What we discuss here in Russia, we discuss that it's all of that. It looks like huge complot, like everything what happened now. Yes, it's a screen for sensitive people, yes, who now go to manifestation, protect Ukraine, cry on Russian, bullying Russian all over the world, but in reality they do their absolutely another business. And I hope now you understand already that now if all media say the same, it means that they want to distract you from something important. Yes, they want to change your mind, they want to persuade you. All of them, they're friends, they have the same doctors, all presidents, they're friends, and they do their own business. They try to make us cry one on another. For example, recently I found this video with Zelensky, and I see that it's a staged, it's a fake, but it's presented because for Russian it will be presented, oh look, Zelensky is so drunk on press conference, but I see that he's playing, he's an actor, and I hear this sound, it's not natural sound, yes, it's a sound that was edited.
Richard Engel from NBC News.
Yeah.
You just mentioned that you want to talk to
Ви щойно сказали, що хочете поговорити з лідером Путіним, але до цих пір він не захотів цього зробити. Ви маєте щось йому передати зараз? Коли міста перебувають під нападом, коли їхні колони проходять Україною, якщо піде ескалація далі, як ви будете діяти? На міжнародній арені ви стали надзвичайно популярними, люди вас порівнюють із Вінстоном Черчиллем.
So can you imagine Zelensky played drunk person? Because after that people fight. He was drunk, no, he was not drunk, you're stupid, etc. That is the purpose. Look, that is the purpose that make us argue one to another. And now to distract you from coronavirus, because now they understood that they come to dead end with this with this Omicron, they didn't know what to do. Now everyone discusses Ukraine. Very funny. This year it will be election in France. So the task of Macron explains that he is supporter of French people who will protect France from different enemies and disgusting Putin. And look, I help it to Ukraine. I'm so good. I help it to Ukraine. Like that they explain. I explain you people that our enemies not there or there in other countries. Our enemies it's there. It's our bosses. And in the end, the stories that I absolutely can't believe it's happened with me. I saw this advertising. So yesterday I switched on this squeeze game, yes, that I didn't watch. Yes, I don't like cinema. Yes, I don't watch any TV show. So, but at last I have to watch it a bit. So I switch on my first episode on pirate website. Of course, I'm Russian. I'm watching Netflix TV show on pirate websites. And usually on that website there is advertising of different casino and totalizator. Yes, as usually. I couldn't believe I saw this advertising. So they say like, Putin destroy your lives, soon you will have serious crisis, war in Ukraine, go to the banks and take your cash because your banks will close very soon. And this advertising was one by one. And this advertising, one of them was linked to BBC article that found market was destroyed by Putin. One of links was on Telegram channel who published all these Ukrainian fakes and Ukrainian drama. And one of them, and one of links was on Maxim Katz, it's opposition guy. In one of next video I will present you atlas of Russian opposition. You will laugh a lot. What I can think, who pay for this advertising? So I can think, okay, this is opposition guy or this Telegram channel or BBC, but I understand that it's the same group. Or maybe it's a Putin or Kremlin, Kremlin who pay for advertising to present like, look, Europe published an advertising, anti-war advertising in Russia. I'm afraid that it's because of firewall. I'm really afraid that they will switch on firewall because all these hackers, you hear the stories that the hackers destroy some websites in Russia and in Belarus. I'm really afraid for that. I hope they will not close YouTube. And for the rest, I'm absolutely calm because I understand that this is a cinema. People, this is a cinema. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of Putin. Yes, now I know why you're so afraid, because recently I investigated that Ukraine has one of the strongest army in Europe, and looks like your army is much less than Ukrainian army, so you afraid so much. Don't be afraid. Putin is very kind. He will not beat regular population. Just don't go to the army. Don't participate to this crisis. Don't take any position, because you can be cheated, and after that you will regret. Think about yourself and about your family. Don't accept the news from Ukraine so close. From Ukraine, from Russia. Don't accept them so close. Don't you see they play with you? I don't know what they want. They want your cortisol, and they want we argue one to another. Who needs that? No, I don't know. That is some powerful people, some Rothschild or Soros, I don't know, this kind of man. But I feel when people try to manipulate me, I know that. Get calm. I hope this video was interesting for you. Thumbs up and subscribe on my channel.